Hey everybody, it's Chris with Killer Arcade Games. Today I'm interrupting the regular release schedule for my videos. I had the Hydro Thunder update ready to go, but I'm going to push that to next week because we've had an Arcade1Up E3 leak, or what we assume is an E3 leak. Toycade on YouTube has actually released a video that shows what looks like a new Street Fighter 2 cabinet coming. This one is actually in the shape of the original Big Blue cabinet made by Capcom. So it looks like it's going to be another refresh of the original Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. Maybe they're going to add more games into it, but as of now, all we can see is that logo on the cabinet. So the shape of this cabinet is incredibly different from all the other ones. They are going, again, trying to replicate the shape of the original cabinet, which is really cool. I like that they're starting to do this stuff. We're seeing that with the upcoming Killer Instinct. We'll talk about that in just a minute. First off, this cabinet appears to be taller than the average Arcade1Up. I mean, how could it not be with that gigantic marquee on top? If you actually look at Toycade's video, you'll see this cabinet sits on the riser as usual. The riser seems to be standard height. It doesn't look different to me, at least. Above that, though, there is a split in the side panel, indicating that maybe that's going to be an added piece on there to keep the box size, the normal size and shape that Walmart is familiar with, that other retailers are familiar with. And if I'm not mistaken, it may have something to do with the licensing agreement, but who knows? I could be wrong on that. That's just something I've heard on the Arcade1Up Facebook groups. Moving up the cabinet, you're going to see another really important feature to us Killer Instinct fans. The control deck is actually slanted down. This matches the original arcade design, and that's something we've all been asking for as far as Killer Instinct goes. Just a sidebar on that. If you look at the Killer Instinct cabinet, it has more of the MK Legacy cabinet shape, which not a lot of people were a fan of. I mean, once they actually got it in their hands, they said, okay, it's not that bad. But I know looking at it ahead of time, it doesn't look that good to me. I want this cabinet to look like the original Midway shape. Clearly they do too. They're trying to emulate that shape. It would be nice if they'd put this style control deck on the Killer Instinct where it slants down a little bit. The slant on the Street Fighter one may be a little too slanted, but at least they're entertaining a slant. That's what I like to see. But getting back to the Street Fighter 2 cabinet, there's one feature on here that is extremely exciting to Street Fighter fans, something we've been asking for a long time. It appears to have online play. This would make sense. Why release another Street Fighter cabinet without doing something completely new in it? I'm kind of burnt out on the Street Fighter thing personally. I don't love the game. It's not one of my favorite games. My Street Fighter cabinet is now a Killer Instinct cabinet, but I know there's a lot of die-hard Street Fighter fans who can't wait to get their hands on that and battle online. That's going to be the big selling point, I think, for this cabinet, outside of the fact that they really did a good job replicating the Big Blue look. So I'm pretty excited to see that they're taking the time to really make these cabinets personalized. They're no longer just the general Arcade1Up shape. I don't mind the Arcade1Up shape, but if they can try to emulate the look of the original cabinet, they're really going to start selling a lot of these. It's just the natural progression, I guess, of their brand too. Adding online play is another huge feature. I will not be buying this cabinet just because like I said, I'm not a huge Street Fighter fan, but I know a lot of you are, so let me know in the comments what you think of this. I'm also going to link to Toycade's video because he goes into more detail than I did. This wasn't really my find. I don't want to take his thunder, credit, whatever, so be sure you go check out his video. It's in the description. I'll link to it at the top. Be sure to give it a watch because he does go into more detail on the cabinet. With that said, this was a quick one, but I did say that I was going to be talking about these E3 leaks. I was going to do a live stream, but there's just not enough content about it for me to talk about at the moment. We'll definitely talk about it on a future live stream though. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these leaks, if you want to see more Arcade1Up stuff, or if you want to see real arcade stuff. I'm now starting to get into buying real arcades. I just missed out on a Killer Instinct cabinet. They always pop up, they're always too far away. They're a good price, but I can't get to them quick enough. It's always something and I always miss out on it, but I'm still looking. I do have the Hydro Thunder, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. The update for that will be coming next week unless some other crazy news comes out and I just keep bumping it down the line. But I'll be sure to link to my other Hydro Thunder repair and restoration video in this description also. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to comment. Let me know what you think of the cabinet. Are you excited about it? Did they mess something up? I'm not a hardcore fan, so maybe I'm not seeing it like a hardcore fan would. Looks good to me, but you guys will have to let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.